Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on my video again and checking this out. We're doing a little update today on my Japanese style Medaka Biotope and how it's looking here in the fall. And I'm just going to cut to the chase. This is the worst it's looked, period. But there's some good things going on here that we can learn from this, and then I'll show you how I'm going to fix it in just a second. I'm going to show you what's happening here. So we've had a little algae outbreak, and this is the worst that I've seen the algae in here at all. So I'm going to clean some of this hair algae out and try to preserve as much of those plants as I can. I'm going to do a little time lapse on that in just a second. And then I've got to fix my little waterfall because it is not flowing very fast out of the front, but it is really flowing a lot off the back. So I got to get in here and do some finagling of the moss there. I think is what I need to do. So I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance on this and show you guys, and then I'm going to come back and tell you about what's going on. But right before I do that, notice how some of these plants are starting to adapt to the fall conditions. It's getting cooler here. We're in October at this point. But ironically enough, at this time of year is when this spot gets the most sun. There's some leaves falling off some of these trees, and this late fall sunshine, or I'm sorry, late summer, early fall sunshine is really strong right here on this spot. That's why I'm getting some algae outbreak, but it's actually pretty good. It just means everything's healthy and growing. So let's get this cleaned up, get some water topped off here because this has evaporated a lot of water recently. And yeah, we'll pick it up in a minute. All right, there we go. All fixed up. I got the water routing a little bit better down in the front here, so that looks good and it's functioning much better. And I got a lot of the algae out of there, but you'll notice I left a fair amount. I can get my shadow out of the way. I left as much as I could on the rocks. If you watched any of my earlier videos of this build, I was talking about I wanted those white, light colored rocks kind of to actually get covered in algae and moss because they looked a little weird. So that's working real well. With hair algae, you can just reach in. Here's one little patch I missed. Grab that stuff, and with this akadama, it just kind of comes right on out. You're not going to get every bit of it, but you're going to get a lot, and this stuff is going to die back soon. Now, like I was telling you guys, and if you've been following me at all, you'll know that I was talking about this not getting algae. As a demonstration of how hot this part of my front porch is this particular time of year, we're going to look right over here at this Japanese maple. This has been in the same spot all year long, all summer. 100 degrees out here, it was totally fine until this week. And you see it's got some crispy leaves, and it's just kind of the nature of how this one little area is right here in my front yard. It gets a ton of sun in the late afternoon this time of year. So that's caused this little algae outbreak, but it's, to me, that's a sign of everything being healthy. You can see the plants are looking pretty good. Most of this stuff is really overgrown. it has kind of poked out of the water a few times as it's evaporated a little bit, but I'm going to let it go a little bit more before I do a serious trimming. I kind of like the cover that the fish have. They seem to really love going in and out of those taller Ludwigias in there, and they're all doing pretty good. Even the Rotala Red back in there is hanging on, which that plant hates my water. Anyway, lots of my shadow in this video. But these guys are all getting ready for fall. The Japanese maples are getting ready to turn and drop their leaves. These guys are all reddening up. It's a very interesting evolution that this little pond has taken on this year. But like always, I appreciate you guys watching, and please like the video, subscribe, all that weird stuff that we have to say to get y'all to like our videos and keep coming back. Let my videos exist in the land of YouTube. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. This stuff is so cool. It's so much fun. Anybody have any questions, please shoot them down in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. I'm no expert. And tune back into my channel for the upcoming fish room tour, which I'm actually going to film this evening. I'm very excited about that. I think it's a little goofy to do self tours of your own fish room, but I want to do it for a couple of reasons, so I can show you guys the evolution of some things. So anyway, thanks for joining me today, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Come back and see me next time. We'll see you.